Welcome to Reaper Suburban Homestead. Today is Thursday, June the 20th. It is currently 74 degrees. The high today is supposed to be 90. The low is supposed to be 72. There's a 0% chance of rain today. Um, Quick little morning stroll through the garden, kind of see what needs to be done. This morning, picked berries yesterday. Happy Juneteenth yesterday to everybody. Today we're just gonna kind of walk the garden and see what needs to be done and get her done. Hopefully people join in, show up at their leisure, at their own time. I waited to the last minute to do this. I need to start doing this. I need to start sending out these notifications earlier, as opposed to getting busy and forgetting. But anyway, let's uh let's make sure we straight. Let's get this string out the way first. Let's put y'all in my little pouch. Oh, my bad. Flipper ripper. All right, let's put y'all in my pouch, and then we're going to head out to the garden. You know what, man? I'm messing up bad today. I ain't even connect my headset. What am I doing today? Let's see if this thing will let me add this thing without blowing up stuff. All right, got my headset connected. Whoever's in the stream, can you hear me? Can you still hear me? Whoever's live, can you hear me? Let your boy know if you can hear me. Hey, can I type a message? I never tried that. Huh. Give me a second. I hadn't played with all these features. Uh-oh. Well, I'm assuming I have audio. I hope I do. You mean tell me, let's see, with this thing, there's no way for me to... Hmm. Oh, okay. Hey, you do, chat was off. You good now? You can hear me? You can hear me, gang? Uh-oh. Can y'all hear me? Can everybody hear me? Can anybody hear me? Oh, okay, cool. Yeah, I know you can hear me. You hear them birds, baby. That's more than likely the Carolina ringing. That thing is loud and full effect. I mean, that thing even trips all night, man. I slept one night out on the back patio, on the couch. And it was feeling really good. It was before the mosquitoes came out. Man, it's 4 o'clock in the morning. I hear birds. I hit the little Merlin app to see what the birds were. Man, the thing said Carolina ringing. I was like, why? Why are you up all night? I ain't think birds sang at night. But anyway, all right. Morning, everybody. How y'all doing? Y'all doing all right? That's good. I gotta give me a good stretch in. Let's just look at this. Look at my sweet 100 tomato. I started tying her to the fence, laying her down. So I laid her down, tied her to the fence so she can sprawl. Now normally I remove, like, this is a sucker. I normally take off all the suckers before the first fruit set, but this is big. It's big. So we're gonna see what it does. Let me see. The other day I cut off a long sucker and I stuck it in the ground. What did I do today? Here it is. I'm surprised it's still here. I hadn't even watered it. Just come off one of those sweet 100. I just stuck it in the ground. If it roots, I'll probably dig it up. Like, I don't really want it to be there. But anyway, I should have brought a ball. You know what? Let's do this. We got some beans that need harvesting. Let's harvest these beans. I do let my beans dry on the plant, especially if they're gonna be dry beans. Like green beans, no. any other dry bean or pea, I pretty much let them dry on the plant. Because I know we're not going to eat these fresh. It's not really many of us that eat beans or peas at this household, in this household. But what we're going to do is harvest these. And I didn't come out here properly prepared. I didn't bring a bowl. I really thought we were going to just walk around and do a little looking. Do a little morning looking. But that's not the case. And I'm going to try to do a better job about actually filming what I'm doing. It's a matter of me trying to work on what this camera sees and me not watching what I'm doing through the camera. Yes, I could, huh? Just be kind of weird. All right. And I think these are pinto beans. I didn't really label them. I mean, for the reason, honestly, because I'm really growing these for their nitrogen fixing, and not really for the beans to eat. So like last year we grew black-eyed peas, and we pretty much just saved all the peas. It'll be the same thing we'll do with these. Some may get eaten if I ever want to make a small pot of beans. But for the most part, we'll just use these to prepare soil and possibly give away if anybody would like, want some beans. I don't know if we'll ever start selling seeds like that. You know me, I'm kind of scary and cautious. I have to look up to see if there are any rules or laws about selling seed. Because I hate to get started with something and then they'd be like, ha, I got you. You should have known this. Because it ain't like they're going to try to give you a second chance, right? They're trying to act like you're trying to overthrow the government. That's me and my pessimism. I hope everybody's having a good morning, man. I got to make sure I check the chat. Grand Rising, Black Sister Bone, Grand Rising. Grand Rising. Y'all gotta forgive me with not checking the chat, man. I'm so used to, kind of soloing on these things, being out here and people come in and go as they please. I know how I consume content. And a live may or may not be for me. But I'm gonna do a better job. It's a work in progress. So who all has a garden? Or who all is growing anything? I understand. I call your garden anything. Even your house plant. Even if you got one, you just got a one plant garden. But who's growing what? That's what I want to know. And how are you growing what you're growing? Oh, my bad. I gotta do better. That's what I want to know. So drop that in the chat if you like, man. What you're growing, how it's looking. I mean, we even, you know what? I'm going to have to put a link to our Discord in the description. We have a Discord, me and my homeboy Game Under Gaming. Y'all check him out too if y'all like gaming. That's kind of our thing, man. We'll say that all the time. What we do, play games and make life. I mean, he started gardening as well. He got me gaming. I mean, I'm alright, not anything to talk about, brag about, but I enjoy it, and I've gotten better at gaming. So check him out, man. He plays everything. So check his channel out and see what he's working with. Everything from Yakuza to the old Max Paynes to the latest thing he was playing was, I think, Sekiro. So if you like them Souls-like games, some Souls type of games, check him out. But yeah, man. Oh, you gonna cut your first watermelons? Man, that's what's up, Gabe. Man, my first watermelon, I ain't even, it ain't even ping pong ball size just yet. That's what's up, bro. I mean, you've been growing watermelon for a while now, man. And I must admit, man, you are pretty good at that. I suck at it. You know what I'm saying? So if you know me from any of my other, from Twitch or Trovo or anything, my tag is I suck at this with 2 extra S's, right? And this stands for I suck at this-ish, seriously. Like, I need you to just understand. I'm not a professional, man. I'm out here just trying some stuff. Just trying to motivate people to grow their own food. Get out here and enjoy the sauna, man. Listen to them loud birds. They're pretty peaceful at times, honestly. All right, trying to keep everything in focus in the shot. Now these actual bean plants, I don't know if they're gonna really produce any more beans. I hadn't seen any more flowers, and the fact that I haven't harvested regularly, which means the plant has started to devote its energy to making new kids, which are the beans. And since I didn't pop those beans off and let them finish, then the plant didn't try to send out any more flowers to make any more seeds. Because that's the whole goal, right, for a plant. Like we use plants for food, but their job is to just create kids. So if you let a plant grow and then it starts to put on seed pods and you don't cut it, or flowers in this case, because the flowers in some cases make the seeds. If you don't pop those off, then the plant starts to devote energy to developing those seeds, because the plant's number one job is to create kids. Is to are you on Secret Road now? Yeah, I ain't surprised, bro. I am not surprised. But they make kids. That's their job. They're trying to spend the energy to develop seeds to make sure that their genetics are passed on. So one way to get more production out of a plant is to pop off the fruit as they're ready, or the seeds, or in this case the flower heads. So like this, with these zinnia, there's a thing with flowers called deadheading. So flowers that are bloomed and they're kind of like past their time, you cut them off. You cut them off. It promotes the plant to say, I lost my kids. Gotta go make some more. So you're gonna make it regrow. Now I'm gonna do that most of the summer, but coming to the end of the summer, I'll quit doing that, and then I'll let this plant finish making seeds and dropping seeds. And then we have volunteer zinnia everywhere. All right, let's see. And more. I think that's about it. Now I planted these things at different times, right? Well, I planted everything at one time, and then half of both of these little babies, half of them grew, other half didn't. Got a bunch of rain after I planted, so then I replanted, which was actually cool. It kind of gives me a succession planting. We have beans and stuff, peas that are ready now, and then my bad, I gotta get this right. And in a couple of weeks, we'll have some more. It's all right. Let's see what these are. I keep messing up these little cutters. All right, let me put these back in my pocket. Let's pop some of these open. Well, I say some. By some I mean one. Let's see what we're looking like here. Let's turn this way. See, I said these were pinto beans. Look at these black red kidney beans. I mean dark red kidney beans. Well, I'm kind of. Anyway, dark red kidney beans. Now these kidney beans, I actually did. These are store bought. In other words, we bought some dark red kidney beans for some black red beans and rice. I was in the pantry one day, moving some stuff around. Some of them spilled out the bag, hit the floor. I said, you know what? Let's try to grow these. So that's what I did. So those are dark red kidney beans. I thought those were pinto beans. That is too funny. So what are these then? Like I'm gonna do better about. I'm lying. I'm gonna start trying to do better about labeling. But like I said, we don't sell these, and they're only for, what I'm saying, preparation of a bed for the following year. So these are kidney beans too. See, I thought that, it might be a mix in there, because I thought there were pinto beans on the left and dark red kidney beans on the right. So we'll just see. Now, what I normally don't do, but I'm going to, because I started pulling one up out the ground, is I'm gonna check the roots for root nodules. This is not a good way to do it, because I'm probably gonna break off most of the roots under the ground. But look at that soil life. Little mycelium in there. That's what you want to see right there, because the mycelium is breaking down the organic matter and making it small enough for the soil life. Now the soil life gonna consist of bacteria, fungi, protozoa, nematodes, microarthropods and arthropods. And then we start getting into things bigger like worms. So understand how small I'm talking. We're talking microscopic level. I could just go get a shovel. Let's just pull and see what comes up. See if we can find any root nodules on here. Yeah, there we go. There we go. Can we get this to focus? That little white thing above my finger, that is a reservoir of nitrogen that this plant is pulled from the air. And it will now become available once the soil life eats these little roots. Once the plant will be in the ground, I cut the top off. Compost the top, the soil life gonna take care of the roots. And as they taking care of the roots, they're gonna eat these little root nodules. If I can get my finger out the way. They'll eat the root nodules. And then they'll poop out the nitrogen and leave it in the soil. And then when I plant here next year, which will be Sweet 100 tomatoes, they'll take advantage of that soil. Of that nitrogen that's already plant available. Bam. Man. ain't nature amazing? All right. So there's kidney beans. These are still green, so I don't think these are ready just yet. That's one thing about beans like this. Once they dry, that's a for sure way to know they're ready. All right, let's keep pushing, man. Let's see what else we got going on. These are my 3 of these in the back are Roma tomatoes, I think. Yep, Roma tomatoes. And then this one here, which I planted it so close because I put that kale right there. That lacinato kale, a dinosaur kale, and I had some other stuff right there. So we put this kind of close. This is a Rutgers. That's a Rutgers, and the one on the other side is a Rutgers. They're looking pretty good, I guess. No complaints. No tomatoes just yet. I didn't get anything planted what I would call early this year. All right, Snapdragon, looking pretty good. All right, now this I still haven't had a chance to spray just yet for powdery mildew. And it's going to kill my collard greens if I don't hurry up. The sun is out right now. I didn't get a chance to spray the garden yesterday afternoon. The sun is out now, so I'm not gonna spray it now. But I definitely have to spray the entire garden this afternoon. It's been a while with this weird rain. Rain has been throwing off my schedule. That's what I'm saying. And I have not been adjusting properly. All right, got some mint. Let's see if anything over here ready. These are still purple. These don't feel dry, so these more than likely not ready. But we'll let them hang out. Maybe there's a pile. Okay, hold on. Come on, man. But this phone is not like me bending over. This is like I'm upside down. I can't see. I can't get in the Wi-Fi signal. All right, my bad. Let's see. These look pretty dry. Let's see what kind of beans these are. I would say, but bruh, I ain't write this down. So, these are the black beans. I was wondering. I figured these were the black beans. Somebody said, them purple hull peas. Nah, I mean purple hull peas. My bad. There I go again. Streaming. Ooh, mosquito. Streaming the ground. Look, we're some black beans. Which is cool because now we have more black beans to grow more black beans. I like black beans personally. I like them. Cool. So those are black beans, and I think these on this side are purple hull peas. And as you can see, come on, focus, grass. Thank you. On this side, these are purple hull peas. And what happened was, I planted everything like I said. Half of the bed died because this is like the lowest part of the garden right here, and we got rain after, so I think they all drowned. And then the black beans lived, and I replanted purple hull peas right here. But I'm fairly certain these are purple hull peas. Between this little flower structure and these little white flowers, that looking pretty familiar to me. We're gonna see what happens though. All right. We need some water. That's what I had in here. Looking pretty good. Looking pretty good here. Wait, I know I put a pepper in here too, right? So I thought. Oh, I did. It's time to trim this mint as well. I don't know if I'm gonna strain in the morning. But if I do, I might get out here early tomorrow with an early stream, like right around close to sunrise. And I need to trim this mint and make something called fermented plant juice for the garden. And you need to catch that before the sun dries up the dew off the leaves. So I might get up early. I might actually stream early tomorrow. See if we can get that. We can get that process documented. We got black beans. I'm so excited. All right, let's see what we got. Everything's looking pretty good. No real complaints. Cosmo, get out the lane, man. Get out the lane, man. Everything's, nothing looks like it needs water just yet. Definitely gonna water things tomorrow. Things looking good. Good. I still don't think this is a cantaloupe. These are watermelon leaves, in my opinion. I think we mislabeled something, but we'll see soon enough. Because a cantaloupe is kind of weird. It does start off looking like, I think, a watermelon, and then it eventually gets its webbing later on. But these leaves just look like watermelon leaves. All right, let's see what we got here. Uh-oh. Lemon cuke. Man, I guess it's getting closer to ready. I'm just waiting until they turn more yellow. More yellow. Right. Oh. See now, me, this is harvest size right here. This is a munch of cucumber. I think they actually can get bigger. I like them small, right? You know, I like them smaller pickling size. That looks good. There's probably a few more here. There's one right there. All right. Let's push on, sir. Got some more amaranth up in here looking pretty good. All right. Oh, my bad. Strawberries and some zinnia. These are all volunteer zinnia. There's one growing in the middle, volunteer zinnia. Some more strawberries. Some tulsi or holy basil. Now, if you're growing basils and herbs for the leaves, you don't want them to go to seed. It changes the flavor of the leaves, the oils in the leaves, when you let them go to flower. Because again, the plant is not worried about creating oils for leaves. It's worried about creating flowers and seeds for the next generation. So I'll prolong the life of this by deadheading some of them, which I have been. But now, since they're growing, I'm going to definitely let the insects get their fill. And I'll start popping them off and drying them and making air fresheners out of them. This bergamot is massive. Pretty soon we're gonna cut this bergamot because we need to cut it. I've already cut it once. If you can see early in the season, I cut it back to right there, and it still just was like, whoop, they don't care nothing about that. But I'll cut that and make some fermented plant juice with that as well. I'm supposed to get just the growing tips and not a lot of leaf material, but we'll see. I like that little purple baby. It's laying down back up in here. Can't even get the bottom of pretty big marigold. Look at my purple cornflowers. Looking good. They actually smell good too. I do smell like all these plants, or taste them. Cosmos and the zinnia don't smell like anything. Nah, the cosmos and the zinnia don't smell like anything, but they make some pretty flowers. Attract them bees, baby. Look at this monster sunflower. I don't deadhead the sunflowers. Because I imagine every there's a bee on that. I don't know if y'all can see that bee on that flower up there. He's tiny. Can I zoom in on this thing? No. I can. Oh, somebody come teach me something. Focus. Wait, that's the wrong. Oh, that's a big bee. That's a carpenter bee up in there. Y'all see him? I ain't even see him at first. Come on, focus. There we go. And then above it on the flower, it's a smaller bee. Oh, I can zoom in now. Boy, I'm high tech. I got computers and a navigator. We got one cabbage left. The lacinato kale is alright. The basil is doing good. Basil and grapes. That's one morning glory that I've seen and let stay here. I will let this thing grow up this fence because there's nothing here for it to choke out other than this random lonely zinnia. Alright. Ginger still looking good. This ginger here look better than the ones I had in the house. Uh, Parsley. I think that's a cantaloupe. It's a volunteer of some sort. There's some chamomile back up in there. All right. Oh, and the emery. People ask about emery. I mean, it's one of those things. I didn't know what it was until I started growing. It's an ancient grain. People used to use the seeds to make. They used to grind up the seeds to make a. Look at this trash here. See that? See that? Oh, he flew off. See that bug? That's a leaf-footed bug. I'm trying to smack them. Like I usually don't kill insects, but they are detrimental to plants. I ain't gonna say they're gonna kill the plant, but they'll just mess up stuff. They have sucking mouth parts, so I find them in the blackberries all the time. If they can get in the bag, they start sucking the little. I don't know what are the little individual circle parts of a blackberry called? I don't know, but they'll destroy those. But this is amory. Come on, focus on that. All right. It gets tall. It's about 5 feet tall now. I'd probably get another foot or two taller. This plume will get bigger and it'll eventually start dropping some seeds. And hopefully they'll fall in so that you can self sow. And we'll keep some of them. And we're not gonna grind them down to make meal, but we will use them how people use chia seeds or quinoa. That's how we like to use them. All right, we got some blackberries on the left, grapes on the right. Look at that. Y'all see that? So just so y'all know, I deal with squash vine borers just like everybody else, and they've killed my squash people. You know, it was zucchini, but you get what I'm saying. It killed you too, and you soon to be out of here. I don't think I harvested but like 2-3 squash off each, 2-3 zucchini off each one. That's cool though. It's disheartening, but at the same time, it's a learning experience because I found out last year the earlier I plant, the more squash I can get before the vine borer kills them because they gonna get to them. You can cover your plants to keep the vine borer off. That just means you're gonna have to hand pollinate. Not really trying to do that, so I plant all these pretty flowers, so I don't have to do that. But you know, it was a trial thing. Can growing squash, zucchini vertically stop the vine borer? I do like growing them vertically. I probably will continue to grow them vertically because that's just a space saver, honestly. But I'm going to plant early next year. I mean, because I like my squash, and I hadn't even planted squash, so I already know they gonna probably be doomed. But we'll see. We'll see. Yeah, it's like I'm a kid in the candy store out here, man. You just gotta understand. This is all fun. The successes and the failures. Like these onion right here. I planted these onion year before last. They did nothing. They decided to grow this year. Go figure. I didn't even harvest them for the bulbs because the onion is a biennial plant. In other words, they have a 2-year life cycle. So the first year I should have collected the bulb if I was going to. And then the next year, that bulb is, look at them bees up in there. I don't even want to cut that plant down just because the bees still getting pollen. You know what? I think I'm not. I think I'm going to wait. That flower's going to probably die today. So I'll probably do this later on in the afternoon once that flower closes. But how it's drooping, dead leaves, and then honestly, it's not difficult to see. Let's zoom in on this squash over there. This zucchini behind us. See that? That's all the damage from the squash vine borer. It has split the stem. So that plant there is on its way out as well. These other ones, maybe a little bit harder to find from the angle I am. But yeah, but since the bees are eating it now, we're gonna let that make it for right now. No, I'm lying. That bee gone. That bee gone. We're gonna go ahead. We're gonna go ahead and try to get this snipped up out of here. Now it probably didn't help either that after I planted these, I added more soil to this bed. But you know, learning lesson, right? Get out of there. All right, let's do this. We'll walk this cage. Where the rest? Oh, I used all the cage. I would say, didn't I have some extra cages? Did till you put them in the tomatoes. All right, we'll bury that a little bit later. The worms will enjoy that. The worms will enjoy it. The soldier flies. I don't know if the soldier flies will eat it. They like eating fruit and stuff. Like laying their babies there. I never pull up the roots. I leave the roots because the roots are The roots serve a purpose, right? The roots travel through the ground, making tunnels through the ground. So when they die, they leave those tunnels there. So now we have spaces for water and air to be underneath, to be subsoil. And plus, decomposition happens. Other soil life eats those roots, release nutrients. Right? It's disheartening, but it's cool. It's part of the game, right? So now the next thing to do will be to see what we're gonna fill in these gaps with. We'll let you hang out for a little bit long since your leaves still standing up. Man, I mean, I'm upset and happy at the same time, right? I'm upset because I wanted more zucchini, but at the same time I'm happy. I learned a couple of valuable lessons doing this, man. One, plant your zucchini and your squash early if you want to avoid vine borers. That's if you don't want to cover your plants. And then two, growing them vertically was not that bad. The hardest part about growing them vertically was trying to make sure the leaves stayed inside the cage as the plant grew. That was the most difficult part because it'll be kind of like slow, 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 and then bam. It seems that they grow 3 inches in one day. The corn's looking good. The tallest corn is the corn that was direct seeded. The shorter corn, I planted like 2 weeks later. I transplanted them actually. I started them in the garage, and then I brought them out here. Everything I've ever read said you can't transplant corn. So we're gonna see. Now here's something I'm seeing that I ain't really liking. I'm seeing bugs on my corn. I don't know what kind of bugs those are. Wait, am I getting the bug? Oh, that bug is in the shadow. Barely see it in that shadow. Oh, we got, what's this? Aphids. Oh, we got aphids on the corn. Definitely have to spray the corn because the ants have started to farm the aphids. Yeah. That's probably these border bugs. Come here, bug. Let me talk about you for a minute. These are called border bugs because of the border around their body. I don't think they bite. I really don't think they're that detrimental to plants, so they may be just messing with the aphids. I have to do my research on it. I'm gonna let you go back over here, homie. Get off my finger. But it's time I have to spray the corn. Like I said, man, I hadn't been spraying because of weather and my timing. I can't even eat corn because of tummy issues. But I ain't the only one who live here. They like corn. We're gonna have to get that taken care of though. So this afternoon I definitely will be spraying the garden. It's gonna take forever. And the reason I say it's gonna take forever, because of Korean natural farming, the inputs that I use to spray the garden are all based on the growth stage of the plant. So right, these greens, they're always in the growth stage, right? And they're not gonna really put out. Once these greens start putting out flowers, it's time for them to go down. So we're not gonna worry about that. So they will get a nutrient solution that has oriental herbal nutrient, fermented plant juice. They say brown rice vinegar, but you can use a living vinegar. So any kind of vinegar with the mother. We make vinegars here. We make our own vinegar. So we'll use that because it's a living vinegar. And then we'll use what's in that blue bucket over there? Fish amino fertilizer, fish amino acids, which is a nitrogen source. And that's it. That's all I use. Yeah, that's all I use for that. I spray some things with that. The kales, anything that's in vegetative growing state. So that's what I mean. That gets time consuming. So the kale are like that. The not rosemary. The Reagan, that's Reagan right there. Reagan or oregano. Reagan are like that. The cabbage are like that. Or the corn will like the nitrogen as well. And see, that's probably about it. Most of the stuff in this bed, well, the bergamot is the only thing in this bed that doesn't have a flower on it. It will like that nitrogen, the growth. I call it a growth solution. Then after the growth solution, you have a flowering solution. So when your plants start to bud, then you need to switch some of those inputs. Get rid of the fish amino acid and start adding some phosphorus. See that bee up in there? And that's when they start making these heads. Or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Whatever flower that plant makes. Because the zinnia make a different type of head. Let's zoom in on the head. This is the, extreme close. That's the flower bud for a zinnia. So once they start doing that, you want to switch to fertilizer. And then once they open and start making fruit, or and or seeds, you want to switch to something that's high in potassium. Now, honestly, I like sunflowers for the seed, and they're just pretty. But I'm really growing these for my nerd reason because sunflowers are high in potassium. So what I want to do is grow them, let them finish, cut them, dry them, then I turn them into charcoal. Guess we have to do that one day, make charcoal. Uh, and then once I make charcoal, potassium is water soluble. So I just soak them in some water for like a week. And it's supposed to pull the potassium from the stalks and make it available for me to use. So we'll see. Look at here. What is this? I wonder if this is some deal growing in here. You know me. If you don't know me, your boy finna taste this. I think that is deal. I don't know what this. This is not deal. This is just the weed though. That's not deal. That's parsley. That's a piece of parsley. It has no deal taste. All right. Got a little work done up here. Everything looking good. Let's go. Let's go run out to the outer rim before we end this stream. See what's popping. So I do know I need to spray the garden. My mornings is usually just like this. We walk and check in the garden. Unless I have something I know I want to do. Checking the garden and making a plan to see what needs to be mitigated that I find. So right now, we've cleared out the squash zucchini. And we have one more that's probably gonna need to go tomorrow or the day after. I may have to water some stuff later today. Let's go check the outer ring. I noticed my sunflowers out here are starting to open. I'm so excited. I'm so excited. I do hate the fact that I didn't get sunflowers along the whole length of the fence. But I've never planted anything back here, and so the ground wasn't ready for it. Actually, I'm kind of using the sunflowers to get the ground ready. Sunflowers have really deep roots, this is clay. This is all clay. This is all clay. So they have really deep roots that'll go down in there and break up that soil, that compaction, and then it'll pull up nutrients because the nutrients are under the ground. And clay does have a lot of nutrients. It's just so dense and thick. So hopefully the leaves that I put out here, as they break down, that's organic matter. They'll break down and work their way into the soil, and the soil life will help everything get scraped. Oh, my grapes. I'm having an issue with my grapes. Some of them, a good bit of them, we're losing to this, whatever this is. I want to say it's black rot, but I ain't. This is just from a search on the net. I think what I'm gonna do, now that I say this out loud, I think I'm gonna grab one or two of these and take them to the extension office and see what they say, is the fix for that. Depending on the chemicals, I don't really like chemicals for real now. So depending on what they say I have to use, I might just cut these down, because I'm not gonna spray chemicals on them like that just to get some grapes. I'm not. If I can't find an organic or a natural way to create something that'll kill whatever's causing this, and I'm assuming it's a fungus or something, then we'll just get rid of these. That's gonna suck because they're 3 years in the making. But then we'll get rid of these and we'll try to find some muscadine. I like muscadines too, but muscadines actually require more space. So, and this line, I just realized this top line is kind of sagging. I need to adjust. I need to adjust this at some point. Y'all see me adjusting this? Yeah. So we're gonna try. This is called a turnbuckle, and it's used, as you see, to take the slack out of lines. All right, we're gonna see if that does anything. Now my sinus, and I like how they always turn toward the sun. This is what I found out. They follow the sun. The sun is tracking up above, right up there. They follow the sun, and then at the end of the day, they'll be over in this direction. And then, like, as soon as the sun is gone, over the next couple, I don't know, minutes, hours, they'll reset and start facing where the sun gonna be in the morning. I love it. They have a personality. I think these are my green grapes, my Niagara grapes. They look different. And they taste different. Now the queen said that this little baby here is a dwarf teddy bear. which means if it is, this is the only one that survived. No, 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 no. She said she thought it was a dwarf sunspot. That's what she said, which I find kind of, these are dwarf sunspot. Look how tall this is. Look how short that is. But hey, we'll see. Plants have different phenotypes. Got little ants crawling all on these. All right, and we have some more. I buried this one and got eaten. And then we have, what is this right here? These are dwarf teddy bears. Hopefully they live. We can see what they look like. All right, now that is tall. I was told this plant was supposed to get like 5 feet. That's why I planted them over here. This is way taller than 5 feet, my guy. These are moonshine sunflowers. Can we? They tall. I like it. I like it. I like it. Can we get y'all? Why am I just doing that? Let me take this thing out of here and just do that. Bam. Pretty heads. Now I assume all sunflowers make seeds. That's how they, you know, spread their lineage. But we'll wait and see. Y'all just so party. Now I don't know why this one. I'm assuming something happened to the middle part, and that's why I quit growing up. Cause it's still sending out side shoots just like these, and the colors are the same. So I guess this is a moonshine. Perky flower. Oh, y'all starting to open. Let go. Oh, my bad. Let's go. All right, and all right. Now these are our American giant hybrids. You don't see how big they actually get, but right now, the moonshine is taller than the giant ones. We'll see. We got some new growth on the lemon, on Lucy Kids, Lucy Junior. We also got some bug damage. I think this damage is caused by some kind of butterfly. I think. All right, the avocados are looking good. The mulberry on the other side over there, the pineapple. You know what? I want to check this pineapple I put in the ground. They say pineapples take 3 years to produce a pineapple. This is his third growing season. So I decided, let's put it in the ground for the last year. I ain't even think that it possibly won't grow a pineapple because I can't take it out the ground. Well, I guess I could. I'm just not going to. But I'm just not starting to notice new growth out the center. So maybe it survived. Now the rest of these have grown a lot since they've been out here. So that's cool. Hey, mulberry. Hopefully get some mulberries off you next year. All right. And this is what happens when you uncover the berries. Come on, focus, grasshopper. Birds eat them. All right, let's put y'all back up in here before I get somebody motion sickness. All right, let's finish this walkthrough. We can call this fair. I'll be picking berries in a couple days again, I'm sure. Oh man, if y'all saw the stream yesterday, my nieces made it and they came to help Uncle in the garden, help Uncle pick some berries. Now it was a surprise to me that the oldest sister stayed long as she did, because she usually, okay, I skipped that one. Oh, some big berries in there. She usually kind of comes, grabs a couple of little things to eat, and she back in the house. Oh, she enjoyed this, and then she decorated the fence. She was throwing berries against the fence. Got a nice little arm too. Them things were thud. Doop, doop. Love it. I'm such a big kid. Oh, okay. This is a mammoth sunflower, I think. At least that's where it's planted at. I don't know about that. That thing is short. That head is way down there. I would have figured, yeah. In my experience, the sunflowers grow up before the head starts to come out. So that's probably not a mammoth. But I am excited though. I've never grown this many sunflowers before. Yeah, I'm such a big kid, bro. Okay, so these I didn't get all the berries. I still skipped some. Thought I had a little sister going on. But we'll work it out. All right, that's cool. So got a small list of things to get done in the garden. It's not that big a deal. Nothing crazy. I should be able to take care of them on one of these breaks from work. Well, maybe I don't know what this afternoon gonna look like. I want to start an afternoon stream, man, but I don't really know. Flipper Ripper. I don't really know how that's gonna work out. I'm trying to find some time I can be consistent. And morning is that time, even though uh, I find the time as a bird, I find the time consuming. I still like it, man. People have asked that I stream, and I want to show what I'm doing. You know, because it's easy for me to catch me at the farmers market, and I tell you, I don't, I do X, Y, Z, A, B, C, but it's different for you to see it. Hopefully, day in, day out, one day at a time. We'll try to keep the cycle alive. 3 days in a row. uh, we're gonna go ahead and call this fair. I appreciate it. I don't know why. Let's go ahead. Let me act all silly now. I appreciate everybody for showing up. Thanks for stopping by, hollering at your boy. For hollering at your boy. Thanks for stopping by. Appreciate it. Let me go and do something else. Y'all know how this goes, right? Create more than you consume. And you don't have to suck at this, because I do. Y'all have a good one now. Peace.